These longer tails are actually from the pom-pom. The shorter one that I wove in first was from the hat. It was the tail from the first row. So I just pulled that through there. It's the same color as the bottom, so that helps. I'm going to sew it through here and then take it up to the pom-pom, but I'm putting it through the band of yarn that was used to tie the pom-pom securely. And you can feel that. And then we get the other end. And that's why usually, if I can, I like to have the pom-pom the same color as this part right here. Because then you don't see all these sewing lines. And see, it's going through, and I've got it going through the ring right here. And now, because these two are, no, they're not very close. These two are close. So I'll tie these, but making sure that I'm not squishing any of those. I'll tie them in a knot. And then this shorter one I can cut right now. And then this one I'm going to weave back through again. Oops, I'm not paying attention to the camera here. Weave that back through again. Make sure I don't have a bunch of those stuck down. Pull it back through. And then I'm going to sew it back in. And then cut that one. And that way the end is just hidden here in the pom-pom. Put this one through there. And then I usually look through the pom-pom, through the end here real quick, and see this end over here hasn't been sewn on a lot, so it as much, so it doesn't look as even if somebody were to pull that away and look at it, or if it's hanging there. So I'll make sure I sew through here, just so it's tacked down the same amount as it's tacked down on the other side. There, and it's on there well. So now I'm just going to trim it up, make sure that all the long ones like this right here, that we get those off of there. You know, a lot of times it'll look like you have them all, and then all of a sudden one pops out. So this is how I watched somebody in a tutorial do it once. She just kept taking her scissors and going back over it like this, looking for ones that would pop out or that were really uneven. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you just don't want any strands sticking out, you know, 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch longer than the others there. So I think that looks pretty good. Maybe I've got one on the camera, I can see this. Looking at it from back here I can't, but on the camera I can. But there you go.